Do your builds look like trash? Well, today I'm here to fix that. Because today I'm going to teach you how to set up your builds, lay out your builds, walls, outside details, inside layout, furniture, and inside details. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get down to the core problem. Your build. You think your builds look trash, they look ugly, they look terrible, but yeah, I'm here to fix that, so you won't have to worry about it. First step to fixing your builds is step 1, setup. You need to have a good layout of things where you want them to go and stuff like that, or else it's going to look bad. So I recommend making a plan like this one I made right here. Your plan doesn't have to have everything in your build on it. It just has to include the basic layout of things. Now that you've made your plan, it's time to put it into Minecraft. So here is my plan made into Minecraft. I made it using a lot of different wool blocks, which allows you to see how the layout would look like before you actually build it. You can keep adding onto your plan until the walls are the way how you want it, and you can even add a second floor if you want. And now that you've planned out everything, it's time to make the walls. Now, before we start building with actual blocks, I will say though that I recommend against using these blocks I'm showing on screen right now in your builds. I don't mind them if you use in your natural builds or like your museum builds. I don't mind those, but I still don't recommend using these. So first what you need to do, on top of your plan, place at each of the corners a giant pillar of either stripped wood or concrete. So you have a frame for you to build off of. Now connect all your pillars with horizontal pillars by replacing some of the floor outlines with your block that you made with the vertical pillars. Next, fill in the walls with the exact same block or similar color block than the block you went with the pillars. And then do the exact same thing for the roof. We're going to get more into the roof later, but for now we're just going to do it like this. Next, you need to add windows to your walls. Now, don't be afraid if you have to shift your ceiling one block up, and so you can fit in the windows for consistency reasons, but that's okay. After that, make all of the entrances into your building, whether that be a door, a garage door, or whatever. To finish off the walls, go ahead and add a little shading to the bottom of the walls if you want to. So now that you've finished the walls, let's go ahead and finish the outside. Let's get this outside area looking nice. Make your road, whether it be a path, a street, a highway, whatever, just make it nicer from the plan you laid down. Now, when you're working on a flat world, you probably want the terrain to look nicer, so I'll introduce you to terraforming. What that means is that you change the terrain to make it look nicer. Start by making a basic outline of the terrain you want to make. You probably want to leave holes for where you want your roads to go. And then kind of work your terrain up until you like how it is. After that, just fill in your terrain with the terrain that is most of your terrain, and then just fill in the entire thing with trees, and that's how you terraform. After that, you're going to want to make a backyard for your building, if it's a house. So the first thing you're going to want to do for your backyard is make an outline for where your fence is going to be. After that, replace the outline with the block of your choice and then make it go 2 or 3 blocks tall instead of just 1 block tall. After that, you can place bone meal on the grass in your backyard too, and it will make plants for you. And after that, you can place a little tree in the corner, and now you've got a backyard. Now, you can make your backyard however you want, but this is probably how you do it. So, now you've finished the outside. It's time to begin working on the inside, but this is where things get a little bit tricky because this is planning where everything is going to be on the inside. So first, just like when making the basic plan of things, you're going to want to make a plan for where you're going to want to put everything in there. So, like, you can label everything you want in there. So the first thing you need to do is make the floor of all the floors of your building using the block or pattern of your choice. And after that, you're going to want to replace the wall outlines with white concrete or something, and then make it so that they go to the ceiling. After you did the inside layout, it's time to work on the furniture. Okay. The reason why this section is so complicated is the setup you might have. If you're on Java Edition, you might have mods that allow you to create really nice furniture. And on Bedrock, you might have add-ons which allow you to get furniture and place them into the game, kind of. But unfortunately, some people don't have access to these, so it's important if we need to work with all vanilla stuff only. So yeah. I know this isn't to the best of my abilities, but I'm going to have to because some people only do vanilla stuff. So first, make a living room. You probably want to make a fireplace or something like that, and a bookshelf and a houseplant or something. So that's the living room I made. Next, you're going to want to make a kitchen, and you'll always want to make sure it has a stove or oven in it so that you have a place to cook, kinda. But other than that, you can have cabinets, you can have a fridge, you can have a house plant, whatever. After that, make a dining table in your kitchen. Make sure it has chairs next to it. For the bathroom, you could just do something simple like a toilet or something to, in. But here's mine. Then add a bedroom. You can just add a bed in there. Who cares about all the extra stuff? You can even have them sit on hay if you want them to. Like some people in the Middle Ages unfortunately did. And finally, time for the inside details. For this section, you can just add lighting. It's really a very small section, so yeah. Now, quick end disclaimer. I'm not telling you have to do this. I'm just teaching you how to improve your builds if you're struggling on building them. You can do whatever you want, but that's all. And now for some cinematic end shots. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed the video. And you're so Wyatopian.